helps that I can get the microphone. Okay. I haven't played this in a week because I gotta figure out what I'm doing. There is no volume? Oh, that's not. Voice isn't working? Let me turn it up. Is that better? Alright, I think I gotta turn this microphone way up. Oh, yeah, there's gonna be like a 30-second delay. Or maybe not, I don't know, probably maybe not 30 seconds, but there is gonna be a delay. So now you'll have to tell me if it's too loud. Okay, let me turn it back down a little bit. Try that. We'll try that. Alright, I think I gotta talk to some people out here. Talk to Earbeth. Talk to the storyteller. All the people I talk to. Windwog. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Talk to this guy. Commander. Oh, okay. Too far down. Go right there in the middle. Tall man with piercing yellow green eyes gives you a brief and let me personally congratulate you on your new title and thank you for your time in advance. I am Leodor Hawkblade, an Inquisitor of the Church of Iomade, the Bringer of Light. I require your assistance in a certain delicate matter involving one of your companions, young Count Darren Arenday. What brings you here? I ask you assist the Church of Iomade in an investigation of the utmost importance. I understand that the leader of the crusade has plenty of other matters to attend to, but please allow me to tell you the details. Perhaps it will explain why I am calling upon you. I suppose you have already heard about Count Arenday's story. I refer to the tragedy at the Heaven's Edge estate. You're going to investigate the old case again? Yes, I am. I have several reasons to doubt the widely shared account of what exactly happened at the estate and how it happened. I was among those sent to examine the estate after the incident. I saw everything with my own eyes, and I still remember it clearly, even though it feels like it happened a lifetime ago. Heaven's Edge was a unique place that still carried the spirit of old Mendev before the World Wound, and yet on that day it turned into a labyrinthine house of horrors, like something only seen in our nightmares. Apologies for the digression. I wanted to tell you about my suspicions. Everything about the incident seemed odd. Why was the only person left alive a young boy with a newfound talent for divine magic? Why did nobody send to Canabras for help, even though the agony spanned many hours? We found the demons dead with their heads cut off when we got into the estate. How were they defeated? How did the disease kill even the paladins present at the estate, who are said to be immune to any disease? If the demons had found a way to penetrate the holy warrior's defenses, why has this never been repeated since the tragedy at Heaven's Edge? You are the only person who can help me here, Commander, because the only living witness of those events is currently serving in your army. Your army's route will take you near the very site of the tragedy. Heaven's Edge has been abandoned and sealed with potent magic throughout all these years, and only the Count has the power to break the seal. He is unlikely to invite an Inquisitor inside, and in any case he won't like me sniffing around his family seat. But if you, as his commander, express your wish to visit the estate, he will be obliged to fulfill it, and I will simply follow you as one of your attendants. There are 100 ways, 1,000 paths, a myriad loopholes in human lives that the forces of evil can use to their advantage. I am not sure which one of those led the demons to the gates of Heaven's Edge, but I do know it wasn't a simple raid, the kind Crusaders face every day. That incident involved a significantly more powerful entity, and that is why I am asking for your help. We cannot be sure that such a tragedy will not happen again until we uncover the truth. You've already been to the estate several times. What do you expect to find now? I was young and inexperienced Inquisitor when I first visited Heaven's Edge 10 years ago. My skills have improved significantly since then, and I have paid dearly for that. My arsenal includes many spells and techniques dedicated to gathering information about people and events. Almost all of them require me to be physically present in the place where the event in question happened. That is why I must return to Heaven's Edge. Do you suspect that Darren is hiding something? I deliberately refuse to entertain any theories or suspicions so that it doesn't affect the investigation. There is a saying among my colleagues that suspicion is the mother of prejudice, and prejudice is married to failure. I can only tell you that Count Arendelle wasn't suffering from demonic possession, the most common malaise in our country at the time. Prelude, Halrun himself examined the boy right after the tragedy, and he didn't sense anything awry with him. Fine, I will help you. What do you need me to do? Thank you, Commander. Now I ask you, speak to the Count and tell him that you wish to see... tell him that you wish to see at Heaven's Edge. That sentence doesn't make any sense. Please do not inform him of my presence right away. I will join your escort when it's time to travel to the estate. When we get there, I will also require your help during the investigation. You will have to follow me, observing my actions as an independent witness. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'll remain here for a while. Okay, I have to go. Nope, not in the chapel.
Watch out for trouble.
Okay. I'd love to visit Heaven's Edge and see the Arendelle estate. Oh, I should mention it myself. I've been thinking. Now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday completely slipped my mind. What if we were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not far from here, and you'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. Sounds good. Since you're my superior and I'm your advisor, I'm obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities, and I want to invite you too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. Are you really going to throw a banquet at the very place your whole family died? Yes, what of it? Am I supposed to weep and quake with fear for the rest of my life? I've stayed away from the damn place for 10 years, and now I'm going to return there to drink, dance, and be merry without a care in the world. You can keep your squeamish disapproval to yourself. Alright, deal. Perfect. You'll have a ball. I'll make sure of it. People say that you are deliberately trying Queen Galfrey's patience. Is that true? Does it even matter? All of Mendevian high society has declared war on me. They either despise me or they're trying to steer me back into the right path. And I'm doing everything in my power to keep them on their toes. I've relished the prospect of all the fun this mess in Canabras will bring. I shall either commission a song about the great Canabras fiasco from a certain talented bard, or confuse the jewelers with a rather tall order, a batch of silver dragon toys with detachable heads. Give me a week and they will be in every shop in the capital. You should make sure it's really easy to rip the wings off the dragon trinket as well. Kids are going to love it. So be it. From now on, you are my muse. Alright, I'll go.
I sense something.
Oh, I found something. What did I find? I found... Oh, an anonymous pamphlet. Alright, I want to go
Keep
to...
your calm.
I think her tip is here. Yeah, there she is. Commander, allow me to say something. Before you... This wasn't a war. It was agony drawn out over decades. No one believed in victory anymore. When the demons attacked the city, for some it was a relief, and at least the end had come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. I felt the same thing, but somehow I got through on stubbornness and the vague hope that if nobody found Anevia's body, she might by some miracle have survived, and that miracle was you. You returned to my beloved to me when I nearly lost all hope of seeing her alive again. Then you went on a suicide mission to the Grey Garrison and won the city back for us. You turned a defeat into a victory. I know it wasn't easy, but you make everything seem so effortless. You do everything just like that. The Queen believes in your power too, but for me, there's just more proof of what I felt that day when I saw Anevia alive standing next to you. You're the miracle we've been waiting for. You're the one who will finally put an end to this terrible war in spite of everything. Deliver us the victory we so desperately need. With you, I'm sure this crusade will achieve what the others could not. I found a scabbard with your family name on it. The scabbard held the solemn hour, my family sword. My father once fought with it, and I took it when I left home to become a paladin. Alas, it was not stolen. I parted with my heirloom willingly to help someone dear to me. I never again needed expensive healing, and having no other way to procure the money, I pawned my father's sword. I think he would have understood. I'm sure he would have given up everything to help the family. I hoped to redeem the solemn hour eventually, but there was never enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawn shop altogether. I have no idea who took it. Seems like I'll have to part with my father's sword forever. Zenevia is sick. You'll forgive me if I don't go into detail. It is a private matter. Suffice to say, everything is fine now. The treatment was costly, but it was worth it. Alright. Okay, we'll leave it at that. My parents were loyal servants, yet it wasn't enough to earn them a title of a coat or a coat of arms. Still, however humble our name might be, it was worth something. I don't know if I'll ever see the solemn hour again, but at least I have its scabbard back. Thank you. We need reinforcements. Can you get us more soldiers? When we began the march in Dresden, we chose speed over numbers. If I order more volunteers to be recruited, they simply won't arrive in time. We could pay mages to deliver the troops to the camp, except I doubt that our army's coffers could afford it. If you could spare 7,500 gold coins, I will see to our reinforcements. I think I can, actually. Let's consider it done. Alright, I have to go. Nope, not that one. This one? Oh yeah, I still have 22,000 coins left. Alright, I think we have some stuff to sell. Which we're going to do right here with Wilser. Show me what you have. Yep, bulk selling. No, just a handful of things there. Yeah, we'll keep that. I'm sure this adamantine chainmail will be good on somebody. Okay, I think we're all set here. So now, was that everything in here? Go to Heaven's Edge. Talk to. Oh, I gotta talk to Socio here. Visit their camp. Ninio to the ruins. Oh, I don't have to talk to the storyteller. I already know what I need to do for him. So. Oh, Socio. I forgot who I was supposed to talk to already. Socio is up here. Oh, yes, he's painting.
Hello again.
Hi, Socio.
I'm very pleased to meet
The
you.
young cleric stands before
Thank
the
you
easel.
for taking the time to talk to me.
Instead of painting. Hello again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk.
It's a pity I wasn't
It's a
there.
pity
at
I
the
wasn't
Great
there at the
Garrison
Great
to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes.
He's talking.
The flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons had blown up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
Who are you and how could you possibly be of use to my army?
My name is Sozio Vanek. I am a cleric of Shaylin, the Eternal Rose and the Goddess of Beauty. Yes, I know that many people would consider me useless in a war. This is not a usual war, though. Just consider our enemy. The Abyss and his demons are the very embodiment of everything evil and ugly in the world. Perhaps a disciple of kindness and beauty might come in handy. I have no doubt that we will win this war, Commander. We just have to. It is our destiny. My role is to help you, and all those standing by your side in this struggle, to survive and flourish. Everyone deserves the chance to find peace and happiness in the world that they are defending so selflessly.
What are you painting? Cleric's eyes linger mournfully on the canvas. The unfinished painting depicts a temple crowned with a rainbow-tailed bird, the symbol of Shelley. 5 people dressed in robes stand before the temple. Men and women, young and old, they all gaze back at you with a radiant happiness and joy in their sermon
My
eyes.
brothers and sisters in faith. They sent me for help, and then they saved my life, Commander. If the Prioress hadn't ordered me to escape the city and seek help, I would have died right along with them. Instead, I met Queen Galfrey on her way to Nerosian, and hurriedly returned to Canabras, only to find my friends dead on the steps of our desecrated temple. I want to draw them the way they live on in my memory. Wise, beautiful, and loyal to their goddess and their city to the very end.
Well, he's not gonna like me. Social is not gonna like me at all. I hope you last longer than your brethren when the real battle begins.
Do not speak ill of them like that. They did everything they could. It's not their fault that the odds were so stacked against them. Now it's my duty to make sure my friends and tutors did not die in vain. I will honor their sacrifice by making this world a bit more beautiful and kind.
1 second. What made an artist enlist in the army?
Perhaps I am a true artist, or simply an amateur who defaces canvases in my spare time. My goddess is a patron of art, so painting is part of my prayer, and I put all my heart into my pieces. But I am a cleric above all else, so I must also tend to others. I went to war because here's where I'm most needed. Sure, I could be painting idyllic landscapes and offering empty prayers to my goddess, but that won't stop people from dying. My goddess has no tolerance for false piety.
You wanted to discuss something with me?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Canabras behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort.
I suppose we can try and do
I
that.
know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful.
All right, it was nice meeting you.
You must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task. This war has been raging for 100 years, but you've given us a chance at victory.
Okay. Do I have access to him now? Oh yeah, he's already leveled up. He starts at level 6. Okay. Alright, let's go see if we remember how to play this game. Down here. If I want to do his quest, I guess I have to take it with me. Swap out the healers. Alright, we have 100 soldiers. Oh, we have more than that. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, this. Join those together. There we go. That looks better. Let's go fight this first game. Alright, archers first. Oh, come on, archers. Tag him. Boom.
First battle done.
I mean, it's the tutorial battle. I better be able to win that one without losing anything. Recruit a general. Have defeated a band of cultists who were driven from Canabras. Okay. Recruit a general, you say, huh? Recruit? Nope. That's not the screen I want. This is the screen I want. Recruit a new general. Alright, who do we get? We want Baroness Gunther? Offensive training. Elemental protection. And the ability to cast heroism. Oh, so you're kind of a mix. You get a little bit of attack and a little bit of power. You don't get any boost here. You have a bunch of extra power. +4 bonus to power level. Elemental protection and scorching ray. I think I might try Chief Gobia. You have a larger infirmary. You have some defense and a little bit of power. We're gonna recruit you. We're gonna go with some offensive magic for our general. Boom. See how this goes. Alright, that's as far as they can move today. Now let's go here. Oh. Close. What do I want your mythic ability to be? Mr. Cleric. Probably this. To turn all this healing into reach spells. I'm pretty sure we want that. No, I don't suppose I have any gear for him, do I? No. Oh, I do. Yeah. Okay. I had already done that at some point. He's already equipped with an armor upgrade and dark horn. Okay. So at some point I did that. I don't remember when. You're using this longsword of right. Okay, that's a good sword. Okay, no armor upgrade for you yet. You have Lady Calandra's shirt, a +1 rapier. So I'm using the heavy mace of fire. I need to remember. I was trying to get him so that he could use orc double axes. I need to remember to do that. Woljif's got a short sword and a dagger. You have a composite longbow +3. And Tiger. Socio is already set with his as well. Okay. Check out the cemetery. No, man, limbs toward a grave, clumsily throwing a handful of soil. How unfair. They were all so young, they had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves, and an old cripple like me still lives. The painting, it burned like everything else in the house. There's nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing. Socio throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him and takes a breath and prepares to speak. I wish you a warm welcome in Shellen's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We'll banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this... They're dead. What's the big deal? Actually, I think it's probably more appropriate for me to just ask when we're going to be done. How long will this take? I'm sick of these ceremonies. Socio's too absorbed in his grief to him. The crowd responds with a disapproving rumble. What is that? Nothing. That was a bird. It just went. Whoop. Suddenly, a corpse climbs out of the ground. Oh boy, it's a zombie. Run. There's zombies. Oh, there we go. Chasing after the villagers. Suddenly, we're in an episode of The Walking Dead.
They will break against our
Yes,
resolve.
I'm playing on auto intern. Yes, exactly. Alright, starting with Sheila. Let's make her not already on your horse. It's just moving action. Okay, cool. Get on the horse. And then go and... Oh, I can't. Technically. Positive energy damage undead. Yes. Nice work. Mia is going to just run and attack this one.
I'll cut you wide open.